My name is Wade San Miguel. I just prefer Wade. I'm currently 21 years old and I'm a junior at SVSU. My major is criminal justice and my minor is cybersecurity. The media piece that I chose is How to Get Away with Murder. The TV show revolves around a group of students and a professor that are all lawyers. Throughout the whole show, you will see how they pick up cases and get all the information that they get to win a case. The show also shows you, the show also shows you how to deal with conflict, in which in this show, how to hide it and keep it a secret. A ton of the scenes will be at Annalise's house, which is the professor's house. It'll be in the courtroom and it'll be in the classroom. I like the classroom scenes because it was very interesting to see how competitive they are. For instance, you can get called upon by any minute, and you'd have to either take off where she left off, or you'd have to answer a question upon a case. And if you got it wrong, you get a dirty look from the teacher, and you get a group of people that actually you get the whole class look at you like a weird, funny look. Also, the classroom could be very stressful in this kind of environment. If you can't answer quickly, or you get nervous, or you stutter, you probably wouldn't survive for more than a week. For the first scene I chose is actually from episode 3. This is when the students killed Sam, which is Annalise's husband. They go to a bonfire right after they kill him because they want to, and they even take pictures because they want to make sure they have evidence of them showing that they weren't at the house when Sam died. So when the police came and interviewed the students, they were able to show them that they were at the bonfire, they were at the party, so it couldn't be them. So they eliminated themselves from being the people that were getting sent to jail. The theory that I thought was perfect for this scene would be rational choice. This is because they thought going to the bonfire and taking pictures would benefit them more than it would cost them. Rational choice is when someone thinks the pros outweigh the cons in a situation. After they went to the party, they went into the woods, and one of the students, which is Wes, said he wanted to flip a coin, and whatever it lands on, that they either go back for the body and they burn it, or they just leave it there and let the police find it. If it lands on heads, they go back for the body, and if it lands on tails, they just leave it. The student, Wes, ended up lying and saying that it landed on heads, and then they had to go back for the body because he thought that going back for the body and just burning it themselves would be a better option than having the police find it. So they went back and got the body and they burned it, but before they burned it, they made sure to take off all the jewelry, so none of it was left behind for the police to find. For the second scene I chose was from episode 1. This scene is when a student wanted to see what's going on in Annalise's phone because she's been acting kind of funny in class and dealing with cases, giving the students a bigger workload than they can handle. This student name was Connor, and he went to his boyfriend's house, which his boyfriend's name's Oliver, because he was able to hack phones because he worked for a hacking company. This scene works perfectly for opportunity theory because Connor seen a great opportunity to use Oliver to hack into Annalise's phone to get the information that he wanted. Opportunity theory is when someone sees an opportunity to get what they want, they take it. So in this situation, Connor was willing to give up his body to give to Oliver just to get his information. He didn't care about the sex, he just wanted the information about Annalise and stuff like that. Which hacking the phone is the only thing that the student wanted, which was Connor at this point. So Connor basically uses Oliver to get to what he wants, and in this situation, to see what Annalise is up to, and see why she was acting weird. In the end, Connor finds out she was seeing someone new, which was right after her husband just died. And that's why she was acting so weird and giving the students a bigger workload, 'cause she was spending most of her time with the new guy. The next day, when Connor saw Annalise, he was being kind of rude and giving her attitude. So Annalise, since there was other students around, she wanted to be polite and ask what was going on and stuff like that. But once the two of them got alone, Annalise knew that Connor hacked her phone, so she really let him have it. She started yelling at him and pretty much said that if you don't straighten up, you're going to be kicked out of class and you won't be able to become a lawyer once you get older. Oppositional clip that I chose was almost exactly like the real show, except that some of the names were different, which just the case people that were getting taken into court were different. The spoof was of the first episode of the real show. Annalise talks about the first case they picked up and introduced the girl that was being taken into court. And when Annalise leaves the students alone with the girl pretty much even says that she killed her boyfriend and it was all her fault. And the students were confused and didn't know how to do it. But within like 5 minutes, if that, they came up with the idea that the floors were dirty, so she has to be innocent. So that's what they went into court with. So even in courtroom, she said she killed her boyfriend. So right when she said that, Annalise came in and said she doesn't like the floors dirty, so it can't be her. And there was a lot of blood on the floor. Right after Annalise said that, the judge said she was innocent, so she couldn't have killed him. The oppositional video uses more comedy feel for the original one. There are more swear words, but it still goes on the same line as the real show. The conversations were the same, however the wordings were very different, and the names were different as well. Like I said, the case people that were being taken into court, their names were different, but the students and the professor were all the same. The spoof adds more meaning to the real show. The real show adds more detail and shows more of how the students work before a case. In the real show, it takes about a couple days and more research to come up with the idea that might work. So, the spoof doesn't give the actual struggle of the spoof doesn't really give the actual struggle feel of the real show that students go through. So, for instance, the bonfire scene where the students kill Sam, the students were freaking out the whole time and they couldn't really come up with ideas, so they had to act quickly, and it was a very stressful time for these students. But they're still keeping that a secret, I believe, for the recent episodes, but that could change. I haven't seen all the new episodes yet, so stay tuned with that.